Good afternoon. I just got back from Saskatchewan. I went and spent the weekend at my grandma's house. There was like a fishing derby there that my mom wanted to go to, and then it was my birthday and I wanted to spend it with my grandma. Today is my birthday, but I celebrated it yesterday with my grandma. So yeah, it was good. It's the chillest birthday I've had in a while, which I love. Okay, I love that. I just wanted to come home and chill. So there's a couple downloads. I brought all my stuff to do readings on the weekend, okay, but I went through a lot when I was living in this town with my grandmother, okay, and there was like an overwhelming sense of like the energy, like the vibes there this weekend were like judgy and hateful and annoyance, right? So I was told to hold off on the readings, okay? It was something like people were gonna cast judgment, okay, in order for me to pick the energy up in the cards and feel a certain way, to feel a little bit deflated, whatever they were planning to do there. So I held off. I got told to hold off, so I held off, and I didn't do a reading the entire time I was there, which was good. Because it was overwhelming as is. If I would have pinpointed exactly what it was, I would have felt a certain way about it. So I just tried to continuously clear my energy while I was there, and I made it through. You know what it felt like going back there? It felt like exposure therapy is what it felt like, but I just stayed to myself and it was fine. I actually had a really, really chill weekend, and my grandma made us a dinner. It was amazing. I had a cake. She made me a cake. So a couple downloads that I got was that, okay, that's why I didn't do a reading while I was there. Also proxy wars. So like the Ukraine, right, and Russia is like a proxy war where different countries are backing each country, okay, as if it's like a practice war. Okay, they'll do certain timings and get certain tech out there in order just to know how things function and how things malfunction and how long it takes to transfer certain things. It's like a proxy. And then when I was like getting that, like I've heard that information elsewhere on a podcast once when I was driving with my dad. But when I was thinking of proxy, because I kept hearing proxy war, it reminded me of the internet. And it has a lot to do with like these women. Okay, I'm getting women, but no bitches. Okay, so women and men are like crazy in what they tried to do, because they tried to do proxy wars, okay, on the internet. So say they choose my face, say they choose another person's face that they don't like for no reason, right? And it's usually people who are empowering themselves, who are standing in their power and they can't manipulate, and that's why they hate them, because they're just a hateful being, okay? So they'll put my face on an account. They'll put another person's face that they're envious of their empowerment on an account, okay? So they'll have all these different accounts where they'll be like crazy, like in a craze, seeking vengeance towards someone they just don't like these people. So they're waging war behind a different account with someone that they don't like's face plastered all over it. So if like you are getting attacked and it's like an account where you see their face, you see their address, you see all their information, that's not that fucking person. There's a different person behind that account, okay? Duh. Okay, you think that someone would wage war on you with their face and their information backing that? And then I was also getting location proxy, approximate location. So they'll like go close to your location so it'll look like you are doing it, but it's not true. This could be like a neighbor, This could be like someone in the back in a camper. You know, it's so wild. It's so wild. But that's what I was getting with proxy war. It's like another person behind another person's account waging war. Just in order so that this person whose face and information is plastered on this account, their location is plastered on this account, will be attacked by these people who they're waging war against. But there's somebody behind that account who's like waging war. Okay, it will get linked back to you. Proxy war. That's what I was getting with. That was the main download. Okay. Bitches be crazy. Like there was no competition. There's no competition. This is always theirs. What's mine has always been mine, will always be mine. Like someone's like should call their energy back on a daily basis. Okay? Shower the day off. So if you're showering, shower at the end of the day, bath at the end of the day to shower the day off. Like really embody that feeling, envision that feeling of washing all of that energy off at the end of the day before you go to sleep. Someone might be having trouble sleeping. They feel trapped in the mind because they waged war. This will link back to you. You could be fighting a lot, arguing a lot. I feel like really energized. Okay, somebody feels like the opposite. Somebody doesn't want to compete anymore. Somebody wants to like kiss ass. They don't want no smoke. They want to like the opposite of aggravate. The opposite spectrum extremity. The other end of the spectrum, like the very end of it, of aggravate, which is like kissing ass, right? Really buttering up. Being very soft-spoken, being a yes man or a yes woman, because you don't see eye to eye with them anymore, and they're just like desperate to see something. So somebody sees something not working out, and now they're like, whoop, change of character, right? You see them morphing into something else just to be accepted by you after they fucking like were the aggravator. I don't know why I said it like that. Damn. Somebody's like standing in their power. Somebody became the emperor. Somebody became the emperor, like right in front of somebody's face, and they didn't notice until it was just way too fucking late. They were already gone, right? Been gone, even if they were like sleeping next to you. Because there's like different stages to this shit. You could be like sleeping next to somebody and be miles apart, right? I remember one time like having an epiphany and being like feeling like I was sleeping next to a stranger at one point in my life, and I felt like, ooh, spooky, right? It's spooky. Just because I was growing internally and this man was doing the exact opposite of growth. Was allowing those negative entities to like consume, ravish. I'm getting ravish. Somebody doesn't want something to end, but it has ended. They're just seeing it finally play out where the separation begins. Like there's no going back. There's no going back because it's just gone already. It's just damn. Like the point of no return. Oh, the point of no return. Somebody could be like having some sort of like mental illness where there's like a point of no return. Just not the same. Bitches be crazy in the reverse, killer in the reverse. So these people had like a plot on somebody's life and they can no longer do it because you're no longer entertaining these people. Damn. Well, good. That's a good thing. I found my glasses finally, but they're like, I had them in a bag. And they're like all sketched up now and falling off my face. Like they don't fit properly now. So that sucks. I offer compassion and guidance to those who need it. So maybe you were a giver. And these people took your kindness for weakness. Okay, but there was like a plot to kill. An Aries in the reverse. Somebody was lying and saying that they're an Aries, an imposter. Teamwork in the reverse. Positive thinking in the reverse. Protecting yourself from this, good. You weren't seeing the signs before and now you are. It's like really evident. Someone feels like, fuck, I didn't see that, but now that they see it, they can't unsee it. So that's good, right? It is good. And once you do have these epiphanies, it is like, what the fuck did I do? Right? But at least now you know. When you know, you know. Proxy wars, like catfishing, right? But then plastering the face of someone you don't like over these accounts. That's so terrible. 10 of Wands in reverse. Someone's letting go of the burdens that are these people, or at least these type. Like really inspect that relationship too, right? How did it make you feel once you did notice that? How did it make you feel at the beginning? Like what red flags did you miss? Understand that so it doesn't happen again. Like how did they lie to you? How did you believe those lies? What distracted you, right? Because these proxy wars are a distraction to something. What is it? I think it's organ trafficking, but like there's a bunch of weird shit going on that like it could be all of it. It's also a practice for real war, right? But I don't get to, like, that aside, that's its own thing. I'm just going to do readings for the average person. And this is, like, what's actually going on. So, everywhere. Like the ripple effect, right? That can have a negative effect as well. And people will document it and then do it other places. So if it worked here, it'll like, the message will spread. Like wildfire. But positive too, right? That'll spread like wildfire. I was getting the other day that someone was like, she can't be successful in this. And I don't know who they were talking about. It could have been me, but like, and their reasoning behind it was then other people will empower themselves too. Okay? But then if you think about your daughter, your granddaughter, the generations to come, right? And who's to say that they won't be abused and cope with drugs, right? Or cope in any toxic behavior that they think is normal, right? What about then? Wouldn't you want them to empower themselves, right? So it's like, which side are you going to pick here? Are you going to ascend? Are you going to descend? Ascend? Descend? Choose. And you do choose anyways. Even if you don't choose, you choose, right? Everything is a choice. You have a choice to be happy. You have a choice to be miserable. You have a choice to look at it in a different light, half full or half empty. Right? Every choice that you make in life, the attitude you bring to the table will be your choice. Sometimes it's more negative by default due to your environment. Okay, that's when you have to just really like be aware. If it's negative around you, you have to be extra positive or extra easy on yourself. Right? Not care so much. That's where your detachment comes in. Okay? Don't detach yourself from love. Detach yourself from that negativity that is your environment. That's where these skills, these shitty skills that we had of detaching and disassociating, okay, the ones that we labeled here of what we do, okay, those are our assets now, and they come into play when negative things are around us. And that's where we do that disassociation. That's where we do the cutting off of the people, okay? That's where we do the like hyper focusing, okay? So now our defects are our assets and they work for us. That's when I speak about like these demons that we conquer within us, they work for us now. That's where our strength comes from. Our weaknesses are our strengths. Okay, we just got to know when to tap them in, right? Tag, you're in. You're it. You're in. I need you. That's how we come whole within, when we make these things that we thought were our flaws, okay? We make them our assets, and that's how we become really, really strong individuals. And when we do that for ourselves and we live in that, right? That perfect balance of our light and our dark, that's when we attract what we really want. Okay, I'm going to do an affirmation. I'm going to keep this one short. I'm going to keep this one really short. My kids are going crazy right now because they were in a vehicle forever. And I can't sit for much longer because I was driving and I'm getting fidgety myself. My butt is numb. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to let go because of greed. Okay? I make decisions that are right for me, right? I'm number one. You're number one. Protect yourself. They want you to let your guard down. Okay, because they can no longer go through with this plan, this crazed idea. You're letting go of these people. Like, don't take anything that these people say. Don't take it as proof. Any proof that they bring you, don't take it as real, man. If they have the technology to make you believe something in the past, okay? Don't take anything that they tell you as truth. I'm hearing there's an app for that. There's an app for that. There's an app for that. Proxy war. Very much like an internet war. Nine of Wands. I've almost achieved my goals and I have the strength to make it. Okay, this is like the Nine of Wands is like a wounded warrior. Like, they've been through it all. They've experienced it all. Okay, so someone's sick of doing this, of playing this road out. I'm hearing road call, but like they're sick of having this path in life. They don't want that to be their end game. I'm getting end game. But like, they've already been through this, been there, done that. Been there, done that. Okay, I want to see eye to eye. I want to connect with people on a different level here. And this will make the Tower reverse. This will make like... These people lost their protection once they waged war through a different account. I've almost achieved my goals and I have the strength to make it. Okay, this person knows they've seen it all. Somebody knows, like when you know, now they know. They're using like everything of their past to be their strength. Wow, this is actually very powerful. Very, very powerful. Shit. Ooh. This is making me excited. The Nine of Wands. Very much a warrior here. Like I'm getting like a spiritual warrior. Ah! I'm putting those back. There's just way too many. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. These people feel very insecure now, okay? Because this person's had enough. They're like, that's enough. In their mind, like it's just solidified. I've been through it all. That's enough. With these greedy ass bitches I'm getting. But they're talking about men too. I lead with passion and courage. King of Wands. Yes. This is really powerful, okay? I lead with passion and courage. The King of Wands is very experienced. See how he's kind of just like laying down the law there? Now these people are feeling insecure because they don't want to let go of something. And someone's like laying down the law. That could be like, that could be very literal. Ooh. There could be some sort of judge that has to give something up. Their act. Oh. They almost achieved it, but now they got to give it up. Their act. Get their act together. You're no longer protected in this, okay? You look like a crazy, like you're in a craze. Proxy war. I keep hearing that. Like making the streets fight your battles. That's the end of that. That's the end of that. Damn. What the fuck? So many people are side-eyeing me, right? Like, they give me the side-eye. Like, cyanide. Ooh. Side-eyeing me. It was weird. It was weird. I was like, I'm staying in. The Hanged Man. I'm adaptable and open to new possibilities. Okay? Enlightened about the stagnancies that this person has created out of greed. Put someone through the fucking war. To do so, to have someone hung up. 10 of Wands in the reverse, they're letting go. Good, good, great. Tower in the reverse, Tower in the reverse, because someone's empowered themselves, the Emperor. Seeing eye to eye with someone. Avoiding this Tower is actually going to bring someone's divine union in as well. So it's like these people, if you think they're crazy now, they're really going to go crazy. Now they don't want something to end. The Desperate is coming out. There's a bad businessman here now that doesn't want no smoke because they have no more protection because they're fucking crazy. They're a bitch. And you're like fucking smirking. This is these people smirking, thinking they got away with what? A bad business deal out of greed. A bad business deal out of greed. It's like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Like, I understand what you got going on. This person sat back and watched you try to convince, watched you try to hang someone up, watched you try to, like, attack somebody out of greed, put them through the fucking most, and smile about it. And they're like, nah. They just sat back. Someone just sat back and watched to find out the real fucking truth. Okay? Ooh, and they're really intrigued with somebody's mind. And they see someone else as just like I'm getting like a floozy, like a user, like an energy vampire, like a hateful bitch. Oh, injustice. Could be a Libra. Mentally trapped. This is like jail. Someone's going to jail for this injustice that is this proxy war behind these false accounts. There it is. There it is. I'm going to read... It's good to be back. It's good to be back. I'm going to read a... I don't know what they're trying to tell me right now. Cue cards. Never mind, I'm not going to read anything right now. I'm going to do the cue cards. This one? Yes. Ooh. Someone's like raising the price on some sort of someone's like ripping somebody off. They're like someone's like buying drugs and like really stomping it out, and like I don't know, somebody's being really fucked up right now. Someone's also like watching my videos and wanting to like, I don't know what they're throwing at it, but it's not working. It's actually making me more energized, so thank you. The more the merrier. There's also like another judge here that's like sifting through the lies, the statements that are like lies. Okay, they're feeling really emotional. Somebody's feeling really emotional about all the lies put on someone. Okay, they're seeing these people as crazy. They feel like someone's been through the war. So this is kind of like solidifying one's stance and like using everything that they've been through to their advantage. Okay, this is like hindsight 2020. That's the energy that this is. Success. Extraordinary love. Right? Love is the answer, right? A space of love. A space of centeredness. That's always the answer. That's always the antidote. Somebody's releasing something so that they can love themselves. I'm getting like extraordinary, but like extraordinary. Whatever that means to you, because I can't really get anything off of that. Extraordinary love. Right? Like the real love. The no condition love. Someone has a problem with your greatness. They always have. They wanted you to believe that this would be the worst decision for you. That things would only get worse if you were to release them. And that's just not true. Releasing them will actually, like, getting rid of the environment that they, like, their whole vibe is, okay, will allow you to love yourself, which will attract people that love themselves, okay? It will, you there's nothing like it. It'll be a new type of love and success. Loyalty, right? Loyalty all starts within. You have to be loyal to yourself, right? You can speak it all you want. You can't, if it's not something you attain within you, you won't get it. And you have to, like, understand that, like, things take time. You'll know. Like, if you're just starting to become loyal to self, loving self, being great to self, releasing things that aren't this greatness, that aren't this loving, that aren't this loyal, don't expect it to just come right in once you start making these decisions. You have to stay aligned. And once you meet other people that are aligned, you'll just know, you'll feel it. Okay, and maybe not right off the bat, but once they, like, stray from that, you'll know, you'll see the red flags, and you won't want to ignore them because you've already been through the war. And it is your justice to be able to sift through this and know what's yours and release what isn't easily. Because now you attain that detachment and you know where to use it. Okay? Not be detached everywhere you go. Okay, that's not it. That's not how we like receive things. Okay, we'll be like cutting ourselves off of love too. Everything that's great, everything that's supposed to be loyal for us. everything that's supposed to be success for us, love for us, right? Someone could be getting kicked out of a house that wasn't your house, or like these people are going crazy because like someone's out of a house or something, out of a relationship. It was faulty anyways. House in the reverse. Someone wanted you to have like be unstable, so they tried to like throw magic at a house or like in a house. So that won't work. That's already released, canceled. Boring in the reverse. Somebody wants to speak up and like someone's bored. Someone's bored. Like, that's boring. Been there, done that. They want something loyal, so they have to start being loyal to self and be able to like stand in their power. That is your justice. And not have anything, emotions like connected to that. Cut those emotions off, release them. Okay, all these people do are cause problems, right? They're crazy. They're not even like boss about their decision making. They're hiding behind other people. I'm hearing keyboard warrior. Oh. Like all their comebacks are over text, right? It's not like they ever say anything. Like with their chest. Damn. Boring. Okay. Someone has problems with your greatness because they're constantly making poor decisions in life. They have no will, they have no drive, they have no motivation. Okay, they just have like, they want other people to make shitty decisions just like them. They want other people to step out on what's great for them. They want other people to manipulate love just like them. Someone's yelling at me, but they can come and get me. Okay, so I'm going to close this out. Success when you start loving yourself and releasing things that aren't loving. You'll know. If you start loving yourself and you become aligned, then you'll just know that it's something you need to release. Okay, it'll make you feel off. It'll kind of be off-putting. Okay, and that's when you stay centered. Okay, release these negative emotions as they come. Oh, that's not mine. Oh, that's not mine. Oh, that's not mine. Shower at the end of the day, right? Know that you're great. Know that these people are thrown off by you standing in your greatness. And that's okay. That's not a you problem. But if you feel like a little bit off, just take it easy on yourself. You're doing the right thing. This is like very, very powerful. Stay in it. You got this. Oh, this is an amazing reading. But I'm going to read something and then I'm going to close it out. Do one thing at a time. Angel number 151. The other day I was driving on the freeway and noticed a man who, while driving in the fast lane, was shaving, drinking a cup of coffee, and reading the newspaper. Perfect. I thought to myself, just that morning, I was trying to think of an appropriate example to point out the craziness of our frenzied society. How often do we try to do more than one thing at once? We have cordless phones that are supposed to make our lives easier, but in some respects, they make our lives even more confusing. My wife and I were at a friend's home for dinner a while ago and noticed her talking on the phone while simultaneously answering the door, checking on dinner, and checking on her daughter and changing her daughter's diaper after she washed her hands, of course. Many of us have the same tendency when we're speaking to someone and our mind is elsewhere, or when we're doing 3 or 4 chores all at the same time. Okay, I'm channeling that someone's really good at multitasking. Someone's just really good at, like, they can like solve like 5 problems at once, or something will come up and it'll solve like 5 problems. They're like, ooh, got it. Right? That happens to me sometimes too. When we are aligned, we'll instantly, like, simultaneously just know on like a, either consciously or unconsciously, that isn't for us. Okay, and we'll instantly release it. Oh, that's something I don't need to hear. Oh, that's something I don't need to hear. Oh, that energy's not mine. Oh, that person doesn't belong. Right? There's something off-putting about it because we're so aligned with self. But also absorbing what they say, okay? Being in that present moment to know what's being told to us, what's being brought to us. Okay, there's messages within that being or that energy, that vibe. To be more present moment orientated. Thus, you not only lose out on much of the potential enjoyment of what you're doing, but you also become far less focused and effective. An interesting exercise is to block out periods of time where, you commit to doing only one thing at a time. Whether you're washing your dishes, talking on the phone, driving a car, playing with your child, talking to your spouse, or reading a magazine, try to focus on only that one thing. Be present in what you're doing. Concentrate. You'll notice 2 things beginning to happen. First, you'll actually enjoy what you're doing. Even something mundane like washing dishes or cleaning out a closet. Something about like moving, right? Cleaning out a closet. When you're focused rather than distracted, it enables you to become absorbed and interested in your activity, right? And when you do that too, you'll find more effective ways of doing that activity. Even if it's like putting the dishes in the dishwasher, you'll find a way where you can fit the most, right? Find the way that you place them will get the dishes cleaner, or something like that, right? My mind hyper focuses like that when I focus on one thing, like this is saying. Things will just get easier. You'll find better ways to do things, or just your way of doing things, whatever it might be. Second, you'll be amazed at how quickly and efficiently you'll get things done. Yes, since I've become more present moment oriented, my skills have increased in virtually all areas of my life: writing, reading, cleaning the house, and speaking on the phone. You can do the same thing. It all starts with your decision to do one thing at a time. These glasses are pissing me off the way that they're just falling off my face. Okay. I'm going to do a herb. And that will be all. Valerian. I feel like we've done that already though. So we'll do Uva Ursi. This one. Also now known as bearberry. Uva Ursi's use as a folk remedy for urinary tract infections has been validated by modern research, which shows that this herb is an effective treatment for bladder and kidney ailments. It's also an excellent diuretic. Positive benefits: relieves pain from cystitis and nephritis. Eliminates excessive bloating due to water retention. How to use it: take up to 3 capsules daily to relieve symptoms. Mix 1 tablespoon of dried herb in 8 ounces of warm water and drink 1 cup daily. Okay. Have a good day, people. I'm going to enjoy the rest of mine with my boys. And I'll see you tomorrow.